Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So on today's video what I'm going to be doing is going over onto Morph Market. We're going to have a £500 budget and we're going to see what sort of collection we could make out of £500. So I actually made one video before, like this one here, which was actually a £2,000 budget, and with that amount of money you can get really nice stuff for that. But if you're on a £500 budget, which I think is actually quite a nice entry level budget to get into breeding, you don't need to spend thousands of pounds on snakes. If you're really interested in snakes and you really want to know how to breed and you really want to learn, you don't have to spend thousands on snakes. You can do it with very little. Like with the racking and stuff, obviously that's not going to be included in the price. You could probably get enough rack space to house all these snakes that a £500 budget's going to get you, and it will cost you less than £250. I'll just flip the camera around quickly now. So this little rack I made here with the 3 levels and the 4 tubs across each. So the wood to build that cost me about £70 for the wood and the paint, and then obviously the heat mats, the thermostats and the tubs, it's probably going to come to about £250–300. You don't have to make it as big as I did, so you could use less wood, because I got it cut down at, over here in the UK, we got a place called B&Q, and they cut down the boards for you. So obviously I paid for the boards and paid for them to be cut. So you could spend less, you could spend more. And just a quick another one as well, the Pastel Ultramel down here, it looks like she's curling up down the warm end, and she had a shed around 2 weeks ago now. So I'm pretty sure she might lay me some eggs. And also the Leopard Yellow Belly Clown, she is just about to come out of her pre-lay shed. So the incubator is on, as you can see, holding temperatures nicely. Obviously humidity is a bit low, but I haven't got any water down here. But let me just flip you back around. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. So my goal for this year, or last year, sorry, was to hit 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube. And I think it was around about a week ago now, we managed to hit over 1,000 subscribers. So just want to say thank you to everybody who watches the videos, and I really appreciate it. So let's go downstairs. I'm going to set the laptop up, because the last video I done, it was on my phone and it wasn't very good for people watching it on like TV view and stuff like that. So I'm going to set the laptop up, get the microphone out, and we will look through Morph Market. Here we go. The laptop is set up. The microphone is set up. Hopefully my audio is coming across good on the microphone. It is quite an expensive microphone. I used to use it back in the day when I was making like gaming videos many years ago. But we used to live in a flat with smaller rooms. Now we're living in a house. I'm in my dining room at the moment, which is like connected onto my living room. So hopefully it's picking up my voice pretty well for you, so you can hear it and it's not echoey or crackly. If you hear any sort of noises going on in the background, it's either we've got people outside our house drilling, so hopefully that won't come into the video, or it is my dog snoring. It's going to be one of the two. I've got a old English bulldog, and as you guys probably know, if you're into your dogs, they love snoring. So just a quick one before we go into any snakes. I haven't even looked yet at what I'm going to even be picking. Whether you buy 1 snake, 5 snakes, 10 snakes, it doesn't matter how many. When you're breeding, you also need people to sell them to. So when you first start, I would say even if you buy 1 snake, get yourself on Instagram, get your pictures out there of your snakes, and like I say, if you've got 10 snakes, take 10 pictures. That's 10 days worth of stuff you can upload on there. You can go and schedule your posts on there, so you don't actually have to do it yourself. You can schedule them 10 days in advance for 10 days, and then at least 1 picture's going out for a little while, or videos. It's the best way to do it. At the end of the day, I've done it before. You lot might do it as well. I know a lot of people do, but some people maybe not. But this is what I do. So I go onto Morph Market, I'll find a snake, and then I've had it before where I found a snake I really liked, and I've gone on to try and find their Instagram page or Facebook page, one of the two, and I can't find them. So it's almost like they're just selling it on Morph Market, and that's it. They're not marketing themselves. They're not putting their name out there or their pictures or their snakes. And I won't buy from someone like that. If I'm spending £400, £500, £600 on a snake, I want to know the person that I'm sending my money to is actually a real person. So I like to see their pictures of their snakes. how the snakes are kept, that person in general. That is one of the reasons why I also do the YouTube videos. So, you know, if you come to me and you want to buy a snake off of me, you know I'm a real person. I've got, not that you need ratings over on Morph Market, because even if you haven't sold one snake, even if you just got a social media presence, people know who you are, and it's definitely a good thing to do. So that is my number one thing for you to do if you did want to get into breeding snakes. Definitely do that. So I'm going to go actually have a look at some snakes now, see what I can find, try and get it up and around that £500 budget. If there's any other budgets you guys want me to do, whether it be £1,000, £100, I think £100 would be quite hard, but I could probably do it, or 5,000, 10,000, or an unlimited budget, maybe like 10 snakes I would buy on unlimited budget. Let me know in the comments and I can do that as well. So what I'm going to do now is go on to Morph Market, have a look, and I'll come in with you with the first snake that I would buy if I had a £500 budget. Okay, so coming in with the first snake that I found. So this one I actually thought was quite a good deal actually. So you got a chocolate 100% het clown female, and she is going for £80. So this is from AJ Python's Braintree. I think that's over in Essex. So he's actually selling off his collection. That's probably why the price was a little bit down. But this is a chocolate 100% het clown. Chocolate works really well in the clown stuff. I really like chocolate. I think a lot of people do. It works really well. Really good darkening gene. Works well with a lot of other stuff. So I think this is a pretty good snake to come in for the first one. And at a price of £80, that is really not that bad. And I'm not going to be taking in the shipping fees as well, because you can work that out for yourself, how long that would be. Like I say, you might only buy one or two. You might buy a £500 snake if you were going to do this yourself. So I'm not doing in the shipping fees. I'm just going by the price of the snake. So the first one I would pick would be this one, and that is a chocolate 100% het clown female. Okay, so coming in with the second snake I would buy, and it is another female. So this is actually a really good deal. Even when I saw this one earlier, even I was thinking I would pay this all day, every day for a snake like this. It's really nice. It's a yellow belly clown female. It's already 1,600 grams, hasn't been bred, and I think, yeah, it's another one person who's leaving the hobby. So that's from DWC Royals. So this is another thing I want to talk about is when people are leaving the hobby, sometimes they'll put stuff up. Maybe this snake would be worth £150. It's already breeding size. It's already ready to go technically. Once you get it eating well, it's already ready to go. But people that are leaving the hobby will sometimes just dump animals for prices which you're never going to get normally. So I'm not saying dump animals like dump them, but you know what I mean. So this is the sort of snake I would buy if I was looking at it. £80 for a snake like this. You'll be able to make incredible stuff with yellow belly and clown. It really works well. Obviously, if you go yellow belly to yellow belly, you're going to get ivories. But even I think ivories are pretty cool as well. So this would be the second snake I would buy, the leopard yellow belly clown. The third snake on the list, and obviously if you're going to be breeding, you need a male and a female. So this would be the male I would probably get. So it is a spot nose clown male, and again a good price, £120. It's good quality as well. This is coming from Bristol Bulls. So let's quickly click on it and see if we can get a bigger picture. So really nice quality spot nose as well. I love spot nose in clown, always have. And yeah, just what it does to the pattern, does to all the alien heads, breaks them up. And also this head stamp over here, really cool. So again, £120 is really not a bad price at all. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to quickly show you what you could make if you bought these three clown stuff. Obviously you've got the spot nose clown, the yellow belly clown, and the chocolate clown. These are the things that you could make. So this would be one of the ones. So if you bred that spot nose clown to the yellow belly clown, you would get this, which is a spot nose yellow belly clown. This is coming from DJ Constrictors over in Bristol. So really nice example. You can see what yellow belly does. You see all the sort of yellow flaming coming up the sides. The alien heads have got bit of a different pattern in them, but still really cool and broken up. I really love spot nose, love yellow belly, and obviously if you add more genes to that, it gets even better. So again, with the chocolate as well, you could make this. So you could make the Dark Knight, which is the chocolate spot nose clown. This is from Royal Snakes. It's somewhere over in Europe. But again, chocolate and spot nose, just look at the interaction between them two. Really dark in between the alien heads. Just make all these really pop, because all the outside is just so dark. And again, I've seen these as adults as well. They look just as good as an adult as they do as a baby. Obviously, when they're a baby, they're going to have more contrast. They're going to be more black. They might brown out a little bit, but not very much. And then if you took all three of them genes and put it into one snake, you get this one, which is the chocolate spot nose yellow belly clown, which is from Mere Mortals Morphs over in, I think that's Florida. But just look at that. That is an incredible animal, saying that anyone would want to have in their collection and worth quite a lot of money. Like say you're looking at £675 or $900, when all you've had to really put into that is about £250 or £280, sorry, into the initial investment. So definitely a really cool animal, really cool projects, and that is all the clowns that I'm going to show you. And then we're going to get onto another thing that I'd probably do with the rest of the budget. So coming in with the fourth snake I'm going to show you, and this is a female pied. It says possible Java, but I don't really know what I'm looking for with Java. I've never actually really heard of it, so I'm going to forget that bit. I'm just going to say female pied. This is the perfect amount of white to pattern that I like. Just got pattern, then white, pattern, then a big bit of white, pattern, white, pattern. That is absolutely perfect, and that's coming from Bullseye Us. So really good quality snake. Let's see if we can get a better picture of it. I absolutely love the pied stuff. Really cool pattern. And again, that is only coming in at £99. We'll call it 100 because who wants to work out £99? We'll do it at an even number. We'll go £100. Love the pied stuff. Even though they've been in the hobby for a long time, they're still a desirable animal. Everyone loves pieds, and I can see why. I've got I think two pieds in my collection. If I had a bit more of a budget, I probably would have gone down the Ultramel stuff because I love Ultramel. But obviously with a £500 budget, I might not have been able to get as much as I wanted. So I've gone down the pied route, and this would be the female pied that I would grab. So it doesn't actually say a weight or not, but it looks like she's at a good size. Maybe another year or so of consistent feeding, and she probably would be ready for your breeding projects. So I'm going to show you the last snake that I'd probably buy, and then we'll go through and see if we've come under the £500 budget. So coming in with the last snake I would buy, and again this would be in the pied project. So this one is a male. He's about 768 grams, so probably ready for breeding. And this is a pied het Axanthic VPI. This is coming from Stacey Serpents over in Braintree again, which is over in Essex. But I just like the VPI Axanthic pied project, or any Axanthic pied project. They are really cool. And as you can see, this is quite a big male. He's, like I say, probably ready for breeding. And I like the Axanthic stuff. I like it in clown. I like it in Desert Ghost. I like it in pied. And what I will do now is just show you what a Axanthic pied looks like. So this is coming from Eve's Temptation Royal Pythons. I've bought stuff of her before in the past, like she does t-shirts and snake bags and stuff like that I've bought from her. And as you can see, the VPI Axanthic pied, it's almost like black, white and grey, and they look really cool. I love the Axanthic stuff. Like I say, I like it in the clown stuff. I like it in the Desert Ghost stuff. I think it works really well. And obviously, if you paired this male to that female, on average, half of the babies would be possible het VPI Axanthic. So half of them would come out with and half of them wouldn't, if you go on the odds of it. But obviously, you'd probably have to shed test them, or if you wanted to keep them back to prove them out, you could, because you wouldn't be able to see if it was carrying the het as well. So definitely worth a go. But as I was saying, these are the 5 snakes that I would pick. Did I come in underneath the budget? I've come in at £480. So for £480 I could buy 5 really cool snakes, stuff to get into really cool projects that eventually down the line could bring you in quite a bit of money from these potential snakes. Obviously, as I was saying earlier, if you don't market yourself, if you don't put yourself out there for people to see you, you're probably not going to sell anything. Even if you're selling the nicest stuff, if you don't put yourself out there, don't talk to other breeders, don't interact with other breeders and show them your stuff and comment on their stuff and just build a sort of a little community in the reptile industry. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis, all different breeders, and I just really like talking to people about snakes. It's something that I've always been into, and so I've built quite a few friends that I talk to on a regular basis. We just talk rubbish about snakes. Oh, look at this snake on Morph Market. Look at this. And then obviously I'm always posting on there, always trying to put stuff up on Morph Market if I've got hatchlings that don't fit into my projects. You have to put yourself out there to get people to come in and support you. So that's just my advice to you. If you don't want to follow it, obviously you don't have to. It's your life. But it will make your life 10 times easier if you do want to breed snakes, just to do that. So, as I said before, if you guys want me to do other sort of money challenges, could be more than this, could be less, do let me know in the comments. Let me know if there's anything from this video that you would pick. If you go, oh yeah, I'm in that VPI Exantic Pied project or the Clown projects, do let me know. And it's coming up to that time of the year now where everyone's starting to have babies and eggs and stuff like that. So I wish everybody a really good breeding season this year. I hope you hit the stuff that you want to hit. Hopefully I hit the stuff that I want to hit as well. And yeah, good luck to everybody. And I'm going to try and put out more of these videos more regularly because I don't want to leave it months in between videos. I'm starting to get to a point now where I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable making videos, because I definitely wasn't at first, but I'm sort of getting used to talking to myself on the camera and stuff like that. So if you've enjoyed the video, drop it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good week.